Welcome back to Behind the Number. My name is Madison Surface, and this week we're taking a look at a baseball player from Westfield, Indiana. As a freshman, he was all-county and all-conference. In perfect game, he was all-tournament. He is ranked 5th in the state and number 1 in outfielders. And as he goes into his junior year, he is already committed to the Ohio State University baseball team. This is Keaton Mahan.
I'm Keaton Mahan. I'm 16. I'm going to be a junior, and I play outfield. I went to Delta High School. I moved there in 7th grade. I went there until freshman year, and then my dad's career moved us to Westfield. I now go to Westfield High School.
You know, the move was bittersweet. I never thought I would be leaving the hometown that we've lived in our entire lives, over 50 years. Leaving our aging parents was pretty tough, and of course some friends that was there. But on the other hand, there's a new day. Our oldest son is living here in the Indianapolis area, and so we're hopeful for some future grandbabies, and the idea that may happen, just to be around them would be wonderful. And so Westfield has really received us with open arms, and it's become home real quick.
Growing up in a smaller town, everybody knows everybody, especially with your dad being the state rep and used to be sheriff. So you can't really get away with anything, but he gets to find out everything. And then it was just super fun because you get to play with some friends that you've grown up with your whole life. So it was a lot of fun. So I started out in minor leagues. I played for Keaton Mahan State Farm. And then I went and played for the Indiana Prospects, the Indiana Bulls, the Indiana Nitro, and Delta High School and Westfield High School. Playing at Delta was awesome. I got to make a lot of connections with a lot of the upperclassmen. It was really fun playing in the HHC and getting to know those guys, and then moving down here, haven't played yet, and we're getting excited for it.
Keaton was going to be in the outfield for us, and probably a heart of the order bat for us. You know, he hits the ball really hard. Is a power bat and runs well, plays the outfield well, takes good routes. So you know, we were looking for big things out of him. We definitely felt like he was going to step in right away and be a big producer for us.
I'm committed to the Ohio State University. What kind of took place with it is I just started talking to the coaches at Ohio State, Coach Engel. I got to make a connection with him, and he wanted me to come out for a camp, and I went there, fell in love with the place. I fell in love with Coach Beals, and he just was amazing to work with. The coaching staff was awesome. I came back home. It was about 2 weeks later. I was in the basement. I came up and visited with my parents, and I just told them I think I'm ready to commit, and they asked what about the plan, and just going through this whole summer and waiting. And I was just like, I think this is where God wants to put me, and this is the place that I need to be. So we talked over it. We talked for another about week. Sat on the idea, and that felt like the right choice to make. So in baseball, I like to use my faith. I write under my hat every single year. I just have Bible verses and all different types of stuff just to remind me of everything. And I try to bring it to the game of baseball and teach everyone else about God and what He has done for my life and what He can do for your life and why He's so important. And then I've always grown up in the church. My parents take me every Sunday, and that's just where I've always been, and I just feel loved within that culture. So I'll start off with my parents because they're my rock. So my dad, he was a state rep back in Blackford County and a state farm agent. Now he's exec for community health. My mom, she's an RN and she was retired for a while, but now she's working again. My brother, he's an accountant down at Keystone at the Crossing at Somerset, CPA. And then I have a brother who's in the Army. He flies helicopters for him. Is it okay if I end that one part? Okay, so I'll repeat that last part.
Okay, go for it.
I have a brother in the Army. He flies helicopters, and he's about to get deployed to Afghanistan. So my brother Chase, he's awesome. He's closer in age with me, and he would always go hit with me out in the backyard because he played baseball as well, and he'd always catch a bullpen for me whenever I needed it. And It's tough seeing him be deployed, but it's just what he loves and he's ready for it. So Andrew, he's awesome. He's the jokester of the family. He always keeps things loose. He's always trying to give me advice on baseball, but I don't listen to him. I'm super competitive with him and everything, in chess, baseball, basketball, whatever it is, I'll try and beat him in it. My sister-in-law, she's married to Andrew. I love her to death because I never had a sister. I've always grown up with brothers, so I always take care of her. I'm always trying to make sure she stays in line, but she cares a lot about me and she's always there for me whenever I need her.
My relationship, of course, is the maternal one, where he comes to me for anything that he needs. I think to just talk about faith, that's one thing that we do together. But I would say, I guess, I don't know, this is hard to describe our relationship, but yes, I think we connect by me driving him places, going to school, going to the barn, just having conversations about his day, keeping his head level, making sure that he does keep his faith in tune with what he is doing, making sure he treats others just as he would want to be treated.
So Keaton and I have I think, a very good relationship. My wife and I joke a lot, since he's the third, we kind of feel like the grandparents in the stands, so we kind of feel like our older two boys kind of got the young mom and dad, and he's got the old parents. But we kind of butt heads once in a while because I have to kind of reel him in, and we talk about responsibility and decisions, what are good decisions to make and what could be the bad decisions and the consequences. But I think we have a great relationship, and certainly I must say it does revolve a lot around the game of baseball, and my shoulder hurts a lot because of the thousands of baseballs that I have to pitch to him on a regular basis.
Yeah, I'm really close to my parents. I do just about everything with them, especially traveling during the summer and throughout baseball season. It's just a lot of just being with them and always being around. My dad would always flip balls to me, and my mom, she'd always be there taking me to the barn at Mike Shirley's. And she's always taking notes and videos to make sure I remember everything I need to know, and my dad, he's just always been there. Mike Shirley, he's the guy, I tell you. He's awesome. He's kind of like a second dad, I like to say, because he's always there for me. And he's a director of scouting for the White Sox, and he's always been there to make sure I stay on track and know everything I need to know. And the barn, it's just a little pole barn out in Anderson and in the middle of nowhere. You wouldn't think it's anything fancy, so it's really nice to have. So.
What do you like to do for fun?
I like to work out a lot. I'll go hang out with friends, do putt-putt, and I just found a new love yesterday is beach volleyball. I didn't think it would be so fun, and it was a lot of fun, and it's quite the exercise. I got a leg day in, so. So I have, so I'll go back home. So I have Luke Willman. He's been a best friend of mine since about second grade. I've had Aiden Coffey. He plays baseball with me during the summer. He's from Monroe Central. And then here in Westfield, I met some good guys. So I have Gage Standifer. He's going to Cincinnati to play baseball. He plays for the Midwest Canes. I have Luke Starr. He plays baseball as well. He's so fun to be around. And I have Brett Barnes. He's a little ball of fire, I tell you. He plays tennis, and he's a genius, I tell you. We usually hang out. We'll go drive around. Me and my friend Gage, he's going to Cincinnati. He plays baseball as well. We like to work out. We'll just hang around the house, play video games, and watch movies and crack some jokes. My favorite part is just the competitiveness. It's just one of my favorite parts. I have to win. I hate losing, and it's just so fun.
And before y'all head out, we're going to do a few quick questions with Keaton. Keaton, what is your favorite movie?
Step Brothers.
What song is your hype song?
I'd have to go What's Up by Lil Uzi Vert.
If you could be any animal, what would you be?
I'd be a lion.
If you could have a lunch with any celebrity, who would it be?
I would say Big Papi.
Why?
Because he's just so inspirational, and I'd love to talk about swinging with him.
Okay, fair enough. And if you could work with any company or partner with a company, who would it be?
I would say Nike.
Nike. And the most important question is, what is one thing you want people to remember about you?
I just want them to know about my faith, and I want to walk through God, and I want to leave a footprint, and how I work with others, and getting to work with younger kids.
That's awesome. All right, thank you, Keaton. I'm over here with you. Okay, so. Okay, it goes like.
So you start right here.
You start here?
That's like, and then, and then, dun, 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 and then there's like,
Dun, dun.
dun, 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 dun.
What is that? What is that?
It's like a guitar, and then.
When you flip though, what are you doing?
So I go, I go, dun, 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 dun. So.
Okay, just like kind of like move your arms to the beat.
Yeah, and then dun, 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 and then it's just like.
Like rocking.
Yeah.
Okay, do it with me again. So we start. Dun, 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 dun. And then the shoulders, right?
Yeah, and then dun, 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 and then.
Okay. I think I got it. Can you? Okay. Wait a second. There's something that I did wrong, like very wrong.
Oh.
I didn't do it.
Close.
We're just ready to rock.
Yeah, we are. I want to give a shout out to Mike Shirley, because he's gotten me where I am. Scott French with helping me through the recruiting process and getting me right in baseball, and Coach Berryman, Coach Bennell, and Coach Paul at Delta University.
The university.
The University of Delta High School. Yeah, at Delta High School.